So I'm out after work doing a little bit of shooting here today. I've got with me my Chiappa Model 1892 and 45 Colt and my Marlin 1894 and 45 Colt. So in a fairly recent video, I gave you guys a little bit of a side-to-side comparison of these two rifles. But I wanted to do a little bit of velocity testing here. And just for fun, I thought I would take the Chiappa Model 1892 and the Marlin 1894, both 20-inch barrels, and both the same twist rate. I remember looking that up, but off the top of my head, I can't tell you what they are, but they're both the same twist rate. We'll just do a little bit of comparison here and see if indeed, the velocity is the same, ammo to ammo out of each of these rifles, and how that compares to the velocity that's on the box. So first of all, I've got my Chiappa Model 1892 here, and I thought I would just shoot these American Eagles here for you first. And I'm going to try and pick them up without toppling the whole bucket there, but that's the American Eagle. These are a jacketed soft point, and I believe the velocity on the box, turning upside down here, 860 feet per second, again out of a handgun. So let's go ahead and take one out of the Chiappa here. Hopefully my chronograph will cooperate. Got to reset it again. It'll do that to me. And I'm just going to single feed them. We'll kind of go back and forth. I'll try and go as quickly as I can just to give you an idea of how fast these are going. So this is the Chiappa Model 1892 American Eagle 45 Colt. Easy to top and single feed this one. Basically, you just drop one in the top, close the action, and you're ready to fire here. So I'm going to put my earplugs in for all these. Hopefully my voice will be at a reasonable volume, and we'll see how we do. All right, American Eagle, 1108 feet per second. Let's go to the Marlin 1894. This is the 20-inch barrel again, limited edition version. A little bit tougher to single feed this one. The feed ramp will come up if you partially bring that lever back. So let's feed one in there. There we go. So Marlin 1894 with the American Eagle. 1101 feet per second. The previous number was up there at 1108. So basically the same. So that's kind of interesting. I've got some of this Wild West cowboy ammunition, lead round nose. Since we got the Marlin in hand, let's feed one in there. $1076 feet per second out of the Marlin. Chiappa 1892. Lead cowboy load. 880. Interesting. Let's do another one of those. Lead cowboy load. Make sure I'm centered on the chrono. 945. A little bit of variation there. So let's go on to some hand loads that I did. This has got universal powder in it with a cast lead bullet. No, I didn't cast them. I bought a bucket of them. I cheated. But let's give them a try. Basically, like I said, it's just it's a regular cast bullet, but it is a hand load. Universal powder. I can't remember how many grains this was. And I don't want to guess and mislead you, but let's give it a try. From what I remember when I loaded them, they weren't super hot because of, it was a lead bullet here. So let's give the Marlin a go. $1,012 feet per second out of the Marlin with the lead hand loads. Let's go back to the Chiappa. $1,010 feet per second, 2 feet per second apart. So what this is kind of telling me is that both these rifles, same twist rate, 20-inch barrel, are shooting the same velocity. Some of the loads, like the Wild West there, seems to have a little bit of deviation, but everything else has been right on the money. So there's one more that I want to try here tonight, and this is the HSM bear load. Now, this is it's a 325 grain lead hard cast with a gas check behind it. This, if I remember, yes, it's a plus P load. So no velocity information on the box, but it is going to be a hotter load, so I'm expecting it to kick a little bit more. And as you saw, hopefully you saw that one in a previous video, these won't feed out of the tube, out of the Chiappa. It's just too long around. The round nose is just too big and bulky to feed up from the tube. But we're going to go ahead and hand load them, or hand feed them. Okay. So drop that one in from the top. There we go. So this is HSM bear load, 325 grain, 45 Colt plus P. And once again, reset the chrono. Wait for it to count down. All right. 1,326 feet per second. And I don't know if you could tell in the video, but I could feel it. Definitely had a little bit more kick to it. These ones single feed and eject without any problem. So, you know, I suppose in an extreme emergency, you could throw one in the top and, you know, and pull the trigger, but you're not going to be able to feed them from the tube on this rifle. They just get completely jammed up, and I don't even want to do that again. Okay, so let's go with the HSM bear load out of the Marlin. Now I can tell you, because of the experience I had with the Chiappa, I tried the HSM bear load in the Marlin ahead of time, and from the tube, from the magazine, they won't feed in this rifle either. Okay, we got it chambered. Let's fire it. So 1326 was the Chiappa, the Marlin. 1,351 feet per second. Let's try ejecting this one, and no problem ejecting if you can single feed it. Okay, so there we go. Two different rifles, both 20-inch barrels, same twist rate, 4 different types of ammunition, one of them hand loaded. And you know, it's interesting, everything else being equal, velocities were pretty comparable. So that's about what I wanted to do here tonight. The velocity information on the hand loads, it's kind of useful to me to work up future loads and just see how that compares to the factory loads. So thanks for watching, and as always guys, I really appreciate the comments and great discussion that we're having down in the comments section. Lots of useful information there. Everybody's got a wealth of knowledge coming from different areas, so I really appreciate that. So once again, thanks for watching, and until next time, take it easy.